Namaskar, I am Avni Gadre, a Kathak dancer, as you saw, but also an art lover, a passionate human being, and emotional fool. So I'm extremely emotional. Today, I'm excited to take you through the vibrant world of Navarasa, the topic close to the heart of every artist. I have a question for you. Have you ever witnessed a performance, song, movie, musicals, anything, which has stayed back with you and deeply moved you? Maybe right now, right? Just before this. Do you remember the time in our childhood when we used to watch cartoons, say Tom and Jerry, and couldn't stop laughing? Or our tears won't stop while watching classic movies like Titanic. What if I tell you that there's a systematic way to evoke all these deep emotions? There's a science behind it. And the answer is Navarasa. So, Navarasa traces its origin back in the Vedic literature. Natya Shastra, written by Bharat Muni, lays down a foundational Rasa Sutra. And Bharat Muni believes that rasa is a flavor of emotion which any artist can bring to life. And when the audience watch it, they start feeling those sentiments, those emotions. There is another very interesting script, Abhinay Darpan, which explains in detail how the facial expressions, for example, or hand gestures like the mudras, or the body lines, how all these elements together increase the emotional value of a performance. Okay, so now I want you, let's play an interesting activity. I want everyone to close their eyes and focus on my voice. We are going to try to imagine something. So let's imagine that you are driving your vehicle like usual. Suddenly, you pass through a slum area. You can see poverty all around you. You can see children crying out of hunger or women just quarreling for petty issues. You can see beggars everywhere. And now, what are the feelings you're getting? Merely by imagining the scene, you can start feeling emotions like pity, their pain. Some might feel compassion. So, all those are shades of our second rasa, that is karuna, which is compassion or agony. Let's watch a video, which is a clip from Ramayana of Shabri, so that we can understand how this emotion of karuna is expressed through acting.
मेरे गुरुजी का यही आदेश था कि मैं आपके श्री चरणों की सेवा से भक्ति और आपके मुखारबिंद से भक्ति का ज्ञान पाऊं। हे राम, मुझे नीच कुल में उत्पन्न ये शरीर छोड़ने की आज्ञा देने से पहले मुझे भक्ति का ज्ञान प्रदान करो प्रभु।
The trickling tears, or even the just look at her expressions, and you can find So interestingly, all these techniques, the tremor in her voice, have already been mentioned in Natya Shastra long back. And today, even today, all the actors use those techniques to enhance their acting. And that is the way how emotion can be intensely shown. Let us try to imagine another scenario. So now you're waiting at a signal, and suddenly a dump truck passes by. A truck filled with filthy garbage, obnoxious liquid dripping everywhere. Some of it is also splashing on you. And that hideous odor. What are you feeling now? Exactly. Those emotions which can be expressed on your face. Maybe the puffing of your nostrils or the lump in your throat, the extreme nausea which you're feeling. All those are the signs of our third of the Navaras, Vibhatsa, or disgust. Just look at this picture. It's a Kathakali dancer. So can you see how his all the facial characters have been emphasized so that whatever emotion he wants to portray, grimaces, or even the disgust, the last person in the audience can also feel the intensity and power of his emotions through. So, all these techniques, how his makeup has been done, help in expressing the emotion better. We'll see how other rasas reflect through various Indian art forms. Indian classical dance, extremely interesting, right? So it places equal importance on technical aspect as well as abhinay. A dancer not only portrays a character, but also embodies all the emotions, the body language. It is extremely interesting to see how shades of same emotion differ with each character. So let's explore our next rasa, that is Shringara Ras, which is love, beauty. Imagine Shringara Ras being portrayed by Radha on one hand and Sita. So Radha, she is a young girl. She is extremely confident of her beauty. When she walks, there is a sense of pride in her stance. In her eyes, you can see mischief. Contrary to that, when we are talking about Sita, the first thing which comes to our mind is she is a dignified lady who knows her boundaries. She is a leader. She has compassion in her eyes. There is inherent grace. You can imagine Radha doing this to Krishna because that is how playful their relation is. But can you imagine the same with Sita and Ram? That is extremely unimaginable. So the artist has to soak in the character so that convincingly he can portray the emotions which then reach the audience and they start feeling same emotions. Interesting fact is that in traditional Abhinay, there are no props, no set, no dialogues, no script. So here, the dancer has to make a makeshift world, imaginary world, through his body. So in this case, using whatever I showed before, the hand gestures, the facial expressions, the body stances help in painting the intricate, minute picture and making the storyline much more interesting. India also has a rich heritage of painting, another extremely effective art form, which is used in various ways to emote through motifs, symbols, colors. Let's have a look at these two pictures. Can you spot difference between them? So you can see that in the first picture, Krishna and Radha, they are engaged in their intimate moment. Krishna, with his flute, is a sign of lyricism, while Radha, in her graceful pose, shows beauty. There are flowers, lotus, jasmine, which show fertility around, and peacock, swans, again show beauty. Contrast to that, in the second painting, we can see Radha sitting all alone, lamenting her time away from Krishna. You can see her eyes are dull, full of sorrow. Her hair loose, messed up. There is a deer right next to her, which shows the unstable state of her mind. There is also an empty pot, which denotes that she is completely engrossed in Krishna's thoughts and can't think of anything else. Also, observe the colors. So, in the first painting, we can see vibrant colors. There are blues, pinks, greens. So, they make us feel happy and thus evoke Shringar Ras. Whereas in the second painting, there is a darker palette which makes us feel void, gloomy, thus evoking Karuna Ras. Moving on, we all know the strength of literature, the power of words. So it is very aptly said that pen is mightier than sword. When words coined precisely, aptly, they have the power to evoke strongest and deepest emotions. I still remember a poem by Subhadra Kumari Chauhan, which I had learned in my school. Many of you might know it. So it goes like this. It says, चमक उठी सन 57 में वह तलवार पुरानी थी बुंदेले हर बोलो के मुंह हमने सुनी कहानी थी खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी खूब लड़ी मर्दानी वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. In fact, in reality, none of us have ever gone to a battlefield. Most of us were not even born before independence. Still, listening to such powerful literature or watching patriotic videos or just by singing our national anthem, the Veeraras, which is deep seated inside us, just springs. Within no time, we start feeling courage. We are fired up and we are just ready to take over the world. So, what I want to say is, art is capable of making you feel emotions which you don't even know they are inside you. They are in dormant state. Moving on to our next rasa, which is the most famous, most popular. I need not talk much about it. It is Hasya Ras. But interestingly, Hasya Ras is the most difficult to evoke through classical art, traditional art. However, modern art mediums, say comedy films, stand-up comedy, creative mask making like this, puppetry, caricatures, all these modern mediums are extremely effective in evoking humor, in just bringing smile on our faces and just making our day much more brighter. So moving on, I believe that Navaras is not just confined to traditional arts. It is also a part of our day-to-day life. It has influenced all the modern mediums, including advertisement, content creation, digital media. Imagine how a strong bond, a strong chemistry between actor and actress can make a film blockbuster, or how brands use our feelings to attract the consumers, just like their marketing strategy. It can be thriller in a suspense movie, or it can be anything. These Navarasas are just part of us. Now, in colleges, just like today, in corporate sectors, or even in prestigious institutes like NASA, they are encouraging their employees to take workshops on Navaras, just hoping that they'll start feeling the deep, deep resided emotions. They'll start connecting with other human beings, leading to creative communication and reducing stress, depression, anxiety. We cannot end without talking about the last two rasas, which are extremely important. So, we'll now talk about astonishment or awe, which is Adbhut Ras. Music. Everyone's dear music. It has the power to create unknown feelings, unnatural feelings through rhythm or harmony or melody. And when music combined with exact apt video, it can create Adbhut Rasa in us. Another interesting fact is, right from beginning, I have been saying Navaras, Navaras. Even in my introduction, she said I'll be speaking about Navaras. However, in all the scriptures, they have mentioned Ashtavarasa, which means 8 emotions. Then what is this ninth emotion? Can you guess? Can anyone think about the ninth emotion? So it is something, it is not a rasa on its own. It is the culmination of all this. It is something which you feel inside. It's the inner solace. It's the peace. And that is our last rasa, Shantaras. So let's watch a musical video, and I hope that it evokes both Adbhut and Shantaras within you. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that there is a vast array of emotions. If there is ecstasy, there's jealousy. There's melancholy, there's nostalgia, there's void. But all these dynamic emotions have their roots embedded in one of the Navaras. So, Navaras is not just a set of emotions, but it is the foundation of Indian classical art and our culture. It is something which helps us understand the entire spectrum of human emotions. So I want you to sit back, relax, and reflect within and think which rasa resonates when, how, and why. Don't feel shy to feel your emotions, because today, in today's world, when we are getting so many instances when we feel overwhelming, it is only when you understand these rasas that you can navigate through your life better. And from a personal experience, I would like to say that art helps you do that. It helps you feel your feelings and emote your emotions. So I urge each one of you to connect to one art form of your choice. Thank you.